Hey Canucks fans, just a quick update before I head home from work. A follow-up to my vlog from a couple hours ago. Indeed, JT Miller and Jordie Benn did not go to Edmonton with the team as the Canucks prepare to open their season tomorrow night against the Edmonton Oilers. And it's likely due to COVID concerns. Jim Benning will make the organization will make a formal announcement tomorrow. But a lot of people reporting on this: Richard Zusman of Global, Matt Sakaris as well of TSN 1040, Satyar Shah of Sportsnet 650. Basically, we've learned that JT Miller lives with Jordie Benn, so that's one thing. And one of them, likely Ben, but it doesn't really matter, tested positive for COVID. And then apparently Zusman is saying he had positive, then negative, then positive, then negative over 4 consecutive days. So that's why Jordie Benn likely missed practice 2 practices ago. And that's why JT Miller, as a close contact, like you're pretty close contact if you're living with someone, that's why JT Miller also missed practice today, Jordie Benn's second missed practice. But the proof is in the pudding in that they didn't fly to Edmonton. And depending on what the announcement is tomorrow from Jim Benning, depending on is it 7 days, is it 14 days, obviously a big impact for the Canucks. Not so much Ben, because he's inked to be the 7th defenseman, but of course, JT Miller, leading scorer last season during the regular season, 1/3 of the lotto line, power play leader, all those things. He's going to be the bigger miss for sure. Canucks have 2 games in Edmonton Wednesday, Thursday, and then 2 games in Calgary. The first one on Saturday. So there's no way they're getting on a plane halfway through the trip to go. They wouldn't be cleared to play. So it looks like the earliest they'd play would be the home opener on Wednesday night, the 20th. However, if their quarantine is a full 2 weeks, then we won't see them for 2 weeks from now. So that won't be until maybe the last game of the Montreal series or the first game of the Ottawa series, which will be 2 weeks from now. So again, big news, JT Miller and Jordie Benn, both of them staying home, recovering, quarantining, whether it was positives or false positives or negatives and false negatives, or false positive negatives, or true negative positive, whatever. It's so confusing, but the bottom line is they did not go with the team. So they're gonna have to play without their leading scorer from last season and without a serviceable 6th or 7th defenseman, and they're just gonna have to make do without. Still doesn't dampen my enthusiasm, but it makes me adjust a couple of my fantasy lineups because I have JT Miller in a couple leagues. But obviously the bigger concern is that they both recover, that they are deemed safe, healthy, and that they make an impact when they ultimately return to the Canucks lineup. So Canucks fans, leave a comment below. Tell me what you think about this. Tell me if you're overly worried or if you think this is simply the life that we live in, the sort of thing we're gonna have to get used to in this most unorthodox season and this non-traditional season, and just it's gonna be a season that we're gonna have to use all the words we've always been using: flexible, adaptable, being able to pivot, and all those things. Leave a comment below. I would love to read, react, and reply. As always, this is probably it for today, unless something else crazy happens later today. But please, subscribe if you like to, like this video if you like to. Stay safe, stay healthy, enjoy the rest of your night. God bless, and go Canucks go.